Hi, Olivia. I can hear you, but I can't see
No, I think, hold on, there we go. Is that better?
you. Yeah, nice. How are you
Hi.
doing?
Good, and you?
Yeah, well, thanks. Now, I haven't seen you for a while,
Yes, I know.
August last year.
Yeah, long
So
time.
how you going?
Yeah, good. The reason I wanted to have this appointment is, as you know, university is super important to me. I have 4 units left with psychology. Last year didn't go exactly how I was hoping, but I'm working as hard as I can to get into the next one. And the
Beautiful.
reason I wanted to speak to you is I'm obviously using the vape for my pain, um, but I'm at the point where I'm a little concerned that it, I'm finding it difficult between, say, medicating and not accidentally over vaping and then being
Yeah,
unable to focus. So I was wondering if
yeah,
maybe you could help me, and in the meantime, just at least until I finish my undergrad, I could have like maybe edibles or stronger oils that could help my pain, but just to completely stop smoking unless it's like
yeah,
diet, like I'd still like the script
yeah,
there
yeah,
as backup, but I really feel like
yeah,
for what I need, um, it's just better that I just eliminate all smoking until my undergrad is finished, because that is so
yeah.
important, and I'm just concerned that it's, yeah, you know what I'm saying, right?
I do. I
Awesome.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
So tell me. Yeah. So yes is the answer. Like I'm allowed to now. I can prescribe every single product that's available in
Amazing.
Australia. So
That's
the TGA
fantastic.
changed their rules and gave me authorization for everything.
It's
So we've got a
amazing.
lot of
Awesome.
options.
Awesome.
You're currently on the Little Green Farmer 100 CBD. Is that right?
Yeah. So 1 to
And how
100.
much do you take?
1 meal a
Yeah. How
day.
much do you take?
A meal.
1 meal in the morning.
Yeah. So I was trying to do one of
Okay.
each, but like when I called to get my last scripts, it looked like there may have been like a miscommunication, because usually you make it so that I can get like 3 at once because of postage. And when I called them, they were like, no, she's made it that you can only get one every 3 weeks. So it was real confusing talking to the pharmacist. And I've just been really trying not to use as much as I can to try and get me in a better study frame, but my pain levels are just really bad. So I definitely
Yeah.
really like the
Okay.
vape really helps, but like I said, it's not helping cognitively with my university.
Yeah. Of
So
course, of
yeah,
course. So, okay, so I can make this. I don't know why that would have been the case.
I
And
think it was
which pharmacy do you get these from?
the one at the Alfred.
Joseph, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
It wasn't him I
Um.
spoke to, it was someone
So
else. So I think it was just a miscommunication. And obviously, I wasn't.
yeah,
I made this appointment, and the first you were available was like middle of April. So I'm real grateful about the cancellation and getting to see you today.
yeah, yeah. No worries. So, what dose do you want to take of the CBD? More than 1 mil? Is that what you're
Yeah. So what
saying
I
that you could?
Yeah, so what I'm wondering
Gotcha.
is if I can get something that still is going to help my pain. Like the THC is
Yeah,
fine. It's not even about the
yeah,
THC. It's about my not over vaping too much. Do you know what I mean? And like I'm
yeah, yeah,
usually good,
yeah,
but like this, I've got like my last 4 hardest psychology degrees left, like units left. This is my make
yeah,
or break,
yeah,
you know?
yeah, yeah,
So, like, I know other people that have been prescribed it, and they're getting, like, say, capsules or gummies
yeah,
or oils with
yeah,
higher THC. So, like,
yeah,
I still want something that's going to help my pain. I'm thinking maybe
yeah.
like a higher CBD for the morning, maybe one for THC in the evening, or if there's something that I can use that just sort of level, like, do you know what I mean? Like if I could take something like a gummy or a pill or whatever it is in the morning or throughout the day,
Yeah,
then it's just way easier to sort of keep track of where I'm at. Like I know it's going to take some
yeah,
trial and error, as it is with all of my medication.
yeah,
And
yeah,
since I've seen you last, I've actually now officially been diagnosed with ADHD, just to add more on top of what I've already got.
yeah,
So knowing why I'm struggling is definitely helping. But like I said, the vape, fantastic. I love it, but I love it too much and need to do something about it. Now, I'm vegan,
Okay,
so I'm just, the only thing I'm
so,
curious about is gummies and what they're made out of
yeah,
and stuff. But yeah, like, I'm hoping you can help me.
yeah. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so just let me ask a few questions. So
Yeah.
the CBD, you're taking 1 ml in the morning at the moment, but were you taking more than that before you didn't have enough
I think it
sessions?
needs
Is
to,
that,
yeah, I need it to be stronger because I haven't been regularly taking it because I haven't had enough and it's just been all over the place
yeah,
and that. So
yeah,
in all honesty, except for the vape, like the oils and stuff, I haven't been consistent because I just haven't had enough and funds and
yeah,
stuff. But once I
yeah,
realised that this is probably the biggest thing I'm going to have to work through with uni, I made the appointment with you straight away. And to be honest with you, I just sort of feel like it might be better to start from fresh again. So the 2 prescribed bud is fantastic. I already know what is working for me. But again, that's
yeah.
like worst case scenario. But I'm hoping you can just say to me, look, let's start again. I know what the CBD is like. It's definitely helping me. I do believe I need a
Yeah,
quite a stronger one, but I also
yeah,
definitely need something with the THC in it. So the THC doesn't faze me.
yeah.
It's yeah, like I say to everyone.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So there's a few things that we
yeah,
can do. So
yeah.
firstly, how much flour are you using a day?
Not much, believe
How
it or
many
not.
grams?
Oh, not even a gram, maybe half a day throughout the day.
Okay,
But
okay.
definitely like not anymore. Like I got the vape that you suggested with the capsules, and I reckon 1 capsule or 2 capsules like top is what I'm using. But again, like I'll
Okay.
use it when I'm in, like my pain levels are so high, and then I use it and it helps the pain. It's amazing, everything's good. But then I go into my philosopher's brain and study is out the window.
Yeah, okay. All right. So that is the effect of THC though.
Yeah, I
So
know.
any edible THC, I mean, I can prescribe you a CBD that has the same CBD as the little green pharma one with a couple of milligrams more of THC. So
Yeah,
we could try
yeah,
that. That might be good because it's still low dose THC,
yeah,
but it's constant, and you can try that and see if that is going to help you with,
yeah,
your pain, but whilst enabling you to think.
yeah,
But the issue with inhaled THC, which is what you do with the flowers, and
yeah,
edible THC, be it oils, gummies, pills, all the same.
yeah,
It just goes into your system,
yeah.
goes through your liver. That can be more potent. So
Interesting.
when you eat THC,
Mm,
90% of it goes through your liver and becomes 11-hydroxy THC, which goes to your brain and is a hyper potent THC.
okay.
Whereas when you vape THC, 90% of it goes directly to your brain as THC, and only 10% of it becomes that highly potent THC. So it may
Interesting.
be that it's going to affect you more rather than less, to
Yeah,
eat it rather than vape it. But I think if we can try and find a way to just keep the dose down to a couple of
yeah,
milligrams during the day, and we might be able to do that with one oil. Like it may
yeah,
be that you have this CBD oil during the morning and the night, and that's going to keep you going because of the long action. Because when you vape it, the half-life's only about 2 hours,
exactly.
whereas when you eat it, the half-life is 6 hours. So it's a very long acting.
That's what I'm
Um,
thinking. Yeah.
the other alternative is, and this might be another option, is to stay on the CBD that you're on, because 100 milligrams a mil is pretty much the strongest you can get.
Okay.
100 milligrams of CBD. So if you need more CBD, you just have to take more of
Okay.
the
Okay.
oil.
Yeah.
I could keep you on that and then just add a THC oil that you just have small amounts of and play around with.
That's what I'm thinking. Because, yeah, like I said, I was thinking that might be the thing because the vape absolutely worked. And once I get to a certain point almost, it's like then the cognitive stuff doesn't affect me. I don't know how to make it make sense, eh? Like when I first vape,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I definitely feel better, but I'm now gonna go away and relax before I can come back to schoolwork. But then once I vaped a few more times, I
Yeah.
can come back, but it's just, honestly, I know it's ridiculous. I'm not even enrolled until July. I've got like notes everywhere, all my notes. I'm studying already. Like this is so important, and I'm just trying everything I possibly can. And you know how
Yeah.
fantastic I think you are, and I knew that you were the person I needed to talk to. So, because
Yeah. Well, I think we just need to try a few things.
so do
Yeah.
I. Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
okay. So it's a THC oil for the day. So I'll prescribe you one that is a sativa,
Yeah.
so that it is less. So just give me a set. There is one that's available that's a sativa.
And I will make regular appointments to keep up to date. I'm really doing this exactly how I need to. So however long you think it should be before I make a booking, just like check in. I'm going to do that before we finish, and I'm going to keep doing this.
Fine.
Well, I've just changed to
Okay.
Ritalin from dexamphetamine because dexamphetamine was just causing me to become so wired and just it wasn't helping. So now I'm taking Ritalin to try and fix that, and it's making a difference. So
How much are you taking
so
of the Ritalin a day?
the psychiatrist prescribed the 10 milligram tablets 3 times a day. So
Yep.
again, he was like, you need to test it out. So I'm taking like one first thing in the morning when I get up, anywhere between say 6:30 and 8. And then I take the
Yeah.
second one around about 11:30. So I've taken it now. And my third one, I try not to take any later than 3:30, but it seems to be okay. So with the Dex, I was doing it the same, but the Dex was keeping me awake all night. My head was pounding, jaw ache, like it
Yeah.
was so bad. It
Yeah.
wasn't helping me, so to speak.
Yeah. Okay. It's interesting the difference between those two medications.
So interesting. I am so happy I asked to be tried out on Ritalin because it's just so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ritalin's much better for cognitive stuff,
Absolutely.
and Dex is better for like
Yeah,
energy.
definitely.
Okay, so it's called, the THC oil is called Ruby.
Cool.
It's by Canatrek. It comes in a 30 ml bottle. It's very strong. Okay, so very strong. 1 ml
Yep.
of this oil has 3 standard recreational doses. Okay.
Holy crap.
So start
Yep.
start with 0.1. You've got a little bit of time to experiment before you have to get really
Yeah.
back into uni. So start with 0.1 mil, and you can go. I mean, you just look. If you're needing it during the day, you might just take a little. You're going to have to experiment what your dose is. It might be that it's 0.2, 0.3, whatever, and you might need to take it twice or maybe 3 times a day, like your last dose before bed or something, if you're having trouble sleeping. So I'll just
good.
write 0.3. Okay.
Yep.
So that's a 30 ml bottle. So I would think that will last you at least a month, that bottle, because you won't need more than a mil a day. I mean, your cannabis, your THC tolerance is very high. You're only using tiny amounts and are getting quite a big effect from it. So just see how you go with this one. Just try it at 0.1.
Yep.
The Little Green Farmer 100. I think you should try and have 1 mil twice a day. You want to get 3 bottles of that at once, is that right?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. If you can make that for everything, that I can get that amount, so I don't have to keep doing the it'll be just so much easier. Thank you. So you said Little Green Farmer 1 mil twice a day. I'm writing all of this down.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, Little Green Farmer 100. So how often would you pick up 3 bottles of the CBD?
Well, if it's a month or however long it'll be, I'm going to get all of them as soon as I get off the phone with you. So I'll ring the pharmacy and probably get 3 bottles of it each, depending on what that's going to cost me, which I know will be a lot. We'll figure it out. Yeah.
You won't need 3 bottles. Like the 3 bottles of the ruby oil would probably last you a year.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So what would you recommend?
At the very least, it would last a month. Well, I'm just saying, so if you get 3 bottles of the Little Green Farmer, if you were taking 2 mils a day, a bottle will last you 25 days. 3 bottles would last, I can put that times, I'll give you can have 3 bottles a month for that.
Yep.
And I'll make sure there's 6 months worth, because it's 5 peats of 3 monthly. Okay, so, and the ruby oil, I'll say that you can have 2 a month. You won't need that much.
Yep. It's good to just have it on backup though.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And then, did you want me to prescribe you any more flour?
If you could, that'd be great. Just in the meantime, the pink kush is fantastic. I'm finding it at night time, and I've been
Yes.
using the. It's got letters. What is it? I'd have to look. Sorry. Whatever the one that you gave me last
Solace?
time was. Yeah, that
The
one.
Solace?
Yeah, that one.
Did you like that one?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, no worries. You can keep on that one if you like.
And those are the ones that they seem to say that it was noted I could only get one every 3 weeks. If you just want to be like real, like, I don't know what was written down.
So we'll do, if I put it monthly.
Yep.
So monthly, what about if you get, I mean, you're using so little of it. So if you're getting everything monthly, would one of each a month be enough, or two? Do you want to get two of each?
I think one would be enough, truthfully, with everything else, because I really am going to try and avoid to vape unless it's absolutely dire, like emergencies.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that would be 20 grams a month, and from what you're telling me, you're using about 200 milligrams a day. So
About that, yeah.
You know, even if you went up to, just say you had to go up to a gram a day, you would need. What about? I'll say you can have. That's all right. I'll put down two.
Okay.
Two of each. Just because you don't have to get that much.
Of course.
Obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But it'll just mean that you've got like heaps of wriggle room.
Yeah, like I said, I'm using this time to study as much as I can, but to also get the medication right so that when I'm back at uni, I'll have a better understanding and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But I really feel like I've got it.
So you're happy with those flowers, that's good.
Yeah. Oh, going through and trying to find more when I've already got some that work, it's too difficult, you know.
But you know, there's 130 cultivars available. So
is that the Canna View? Like, where do I go to actually check them out if I wanted to read about them?
Yeah, so I go to Canna Reviews AU.
Yeah.
Canna CANNA Reviews AU.
Yep.
.co, and that has most of the, and if you just, then you can browse through and you can go flowers, you know, and then you can read which cultivar each flower is, and then go on to leafly.com and read about the flowers.
Awesome.
And what the effects are and everything. And then when we catch up, I'm happy to switch you around if you want to switch around.
That'd be it.
But Pink Kush, I think, is nicest for night. Having tried a lot of them myself, Pink Kush is the best one for nighttime.
I agree. I love it.
During the day, it really depends on your neurobiology. So,
do you
Solace
use
is
it
a
during
nice
the
light
day?
sativa.
Like, if you since this is your job and profession, like, do you use it during the day? Like, is there one that you use?
No, I can't.
Okay.
I can't use it during. No. I wouldn't be able to concentrate.
Well,
I go off into
sure.
daydreamland, like.
Yeah, me too. Did you?
No, just for sleep. It's just for sleep.
Awesome.
Okay.
Did you say it was Canna, as in CANNA review, or just CANN review?
CANNA reviews.
Got ya.
Reviews AU. So.
Got ya. Thank you.
.co. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we've got ruby oil, and then Solace and Pink Kush. Okay. All right. So look, Olivia, I think it's up to you when you 100%. Want to check in. I think I've given you enough scripts for 6 months, like way enough scripts for 6 months.
Awesome.
But you're going to be, this is a process of experimentation.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be trialing the THC oil.
Yep.
And then, if we work out what dose works for you, then I can change you over to a capsule or something if that's more convenient. But I think because we don't know how you're going to respond to this oil, we need to work out what your dose is.
Absolutely.
It's not very expensive, that oil. It's about $90 a bottle. THC is much cheaper than CBD, which is ridiculous.
That's amazing.
That's the way the
Oh, you've just made my day.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be so much more, so that's fantastic. So, yeah, thank you.
No, I know. You would think so, right?
I know.
It's like, that's the goods.
Like the CBD's like $395 for a bottle, and it's just like, wow, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that means I'll be able to
It should be
save money, so it's good.
$2.95. It should be $2.95 actually.
Okay. I must be thinking of another one. So, all right, so that's fantastic. So
Yeah,
you'll
the
see.
isolate I think you used to be on might have been that much.
Yeah, that's probably it. What do you recommend to your clients? Like, I know you've said I've got it for 6 months and it's up to me, but I guess you're the specialist. If you think I should see you,
it depends.
just
So after a first appointment, when I just give them a whole lot of things to trial, normally people would come back to me in 6 to 8 weeks.
Gotcha.
Then it depends. So I see some people every couple of months for a while until we've worked out exactly what the regimen is that suits them. So I guess give this a go. Maybe if you came back and saw me in a couple of months,
that's what I'm thinking.
I mean, if this doesn't work and you want to try something else, book in whenever you want. I tend to be booked out for about a month in advance. So just keep that in mind. But so just, I think, Olivia, maybe come see me in 8 weeks after you've tried this, and you'll have had a look at what flowers are available, see if there's one or two you'd like to try instead. You'll see how you respond to the oil. If you get a set dose of the oil and you know you're having this much CBD and this much THC, I can prescribe you one that has that all in one.
Awesome.
You know, there's so many tricks up my sleeve. There's little vape pens you can get now. There's like everything. So have a look on Canada reviews. Come back and see me in a couple of months when you've played around with all of this.
Absolutely.
I'll write these scripts up and you'll have more than enough if you just want to get it every month. I'm sure that if you get everything that you're allowed to get in a month, it'll last you 3 months. But anyway.
Probably, yeah.
So,
absolutely.
And look, I hope that we get this sorted by the time you're going back into your hardcore end of your studies. But,
thank you.
Hang in there. I'm sure that we're going to get this right for you with the combination of what you're getting from your psych and what we're doing here, so that you can have your pain controlled and yet be able to think at the same time. So that's the aim of the game here.
That is definitely the aim of the game. Will you be sending those scripts through to the pharmacy today, do you think? I'm just wondering when I should call.
I'll write them up now and they'll be there within 10 or 15 minutes. Just give me a while.
Awesome. I'll give it an hour and then I'll give them a call. You're fantastic. And I'm going to actually email Elise now and just get her to book me in with you for 8 weeks, since you are booked out so far. So.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much. You're amazing.
It's so lovely to see you.
Always lovely to see you.
And catch up with you in a couple of months.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Have a nice rest of the day.
You're
Cheers.
welcome.
Bye.
Yeah, you too. Bye, Olivia.
That went way better than I thought it was going to be. And yes, since no one else is in the video except for me, and there's no names or whatever, not that anyone would know who it was if they did have a name, but oh my god, roughly $95 for a bottle of THC that is 3 times stronger than anything else, like regular dosages. I'm winning. I'm so fucking happy. So yeah, life is good. I went through my yesterday mental health day, which I did not put my phone away. If anyone is already near the blogs, if you have read any of my blogs from yesterday, I'm aware of all the grammar mistakes. I saw them all this morning when I read my blogs back. I've fixed a few. There's so many to fix. I'm actually starting to think I should go back to the very beginning of my videos and watch them all and take notes on what's in them, and then like fix grammar as I go. That will take a number of days, but I guess I got to start somewhere. I'm over the moon with this. It's going to probably cost me a couple of like $1,000 maybe. Hopefully it'll be like with the THC bottle being less and me still having prescribed vape in my fridge. Whoopsie daisy, which I probably should check how much I've got. But as anyone that knows I'm growing my own weed. Which, by the way, I will never do in fucking that inside again, because it's so fucking hard and I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that my plants do not look at all like they're supposed to. Oh, I got fucking heaps, man. Let's see if I can show this. There's one. Which one's that one? Oh, it's the one that even my doctor takes at night time and says fantastic. So yeah, this is the daytime one. Oh, where's my camera? Oh yeah. That one smells weird, but as she has said, I can. What can I do? I can go through and have a look at it all because she's now able to prescribe it all. So when I started seeing my fantastic specialist, she had a very, very limited amount that she could prescribe. That caused me to end up going to another doctor for a little while. Doctor, it was in Queensland. I never actually met anyone. It's all done over the phone. Like, honestly, getting prescribed weed in Australia, or at least in Victoria, is so easy. Way easier than I think anyone probably realises, that's for sure. So, whoa, my bad. God, I gotta learn to be careful with where I put my hands and bullshit. But yeah, I'm over the fucking moon. Going to work out what it's going to cost me roughly based on the prices that I've already know. I'm absolutely going to take my medication as I'm supposed to get this right, just like with the frickin' Ritalin. It's all trial and error, but I got time to trial it and figure it out, and I'm over the fucking moon. I've spoken to Nichelle today. She's fine. Everything's good. I got no idea if she knows that I'm not going to be fostering with those people anymore. But she is a very level-headed person who I don't think would make it about us. So that's a good thing. Plus, it's not like I've really done anything bad. I mean, sure, I made a video. And, I mean, that's what I do. I make videos. And I'm not about to stop. I am going to fucking look up if the domain I want is available once I get off this. For my next one, which I've now realised, thanks to my awesome neighbour, I won't be sharing. Like, I've said what I want to call it, which is Learning with Liv, but what the actual domain will be is not going to be shared. And if you do find me, that's fine. But if you find me through my professional website I'm about to open up and you know me from here, just keep this one to yourselves. I mean, whatever will be, and obviously I'm okay with that. But yeah, I'm fucking ecstatically grateful everything has happened exactly as it has happened, because I know I would have done something dumb, like tell my new company that I have a website, but I'm not willing to share, and that looks dumb. That doesn't even sound good. So, you know, if they ask me, I will say, yeah, I used to have Snapchat. I used to have Instagram. I did Learning with Liv videos all the time. I've got those backed up onto my phone, even though I don't have the websites anymore. And I am going to start doing one, because the new one will be, everything will be completely different to this. I pick up my camera and just speak to myself, to you guys, to whatever. Whereas the professional one will be based on proper researched information with scholarly reviews and notes and professional and all of that stuff, because I want to have stories that I can share in a professional setting, because I am a storyteller. And yeah, these videos aren't safe for work. They're not even going to be handed, like, here on out, every single person I meet in reality, in real life, is not even going to know I've got a website. Everybody that knows, and that's enough. And yeah, I'm good with where I'm at. I've also been to get new glasses today, or to pick them out. Fantastic timing. The universe always pulls through. Divine timing at its finest. So Specsavers currently has 2 for $1.99 pairs of glasses. And 30% off all, like, extras. So it was awesome, actually. So the first pair of glasses I wanted were Quicksilver, and they were $249 for the frame. And the second ones I wanted were Tommy Hilfiger, and they were $300 for the frame. It didn't matter how much the glasses were, you still got 2 for $1.99. So yeah, that's awesome. What's that? 550 worth of glasses for $2.99. And then obviously because I'm a student and I'm at my desk a lot, plus I need my glasses to drive, I had to get all the extras like, you know, anti-glare, anti-smudge, anti-whatever it is, on both pairs, and I've done that. And in total, I paid $297 for the lot, and I'm over the moon. I'm praying that they come in fast because with, you know, delays in post and whatnot, they are now saying between 1 and 3 weeks. I won't be going many places because, you know, I don't know if you can actually see it, but far out, like, it is so scratched and is so not cool to wear. But yeah, so what else? I've got a number of things to do today. I was meant to take Boss to the vet today, but they're short staffed, so I'm going tomorrow. I've got my chiropractor tomorrow as well. I feel like there's something else too, but I'm not sure. But what else have I got to do? I was going to say it right. So last night, because I really was exhausted, I ended up watching basically no TV. So I think that's really good in the sense of, like, even when I didn't want to do anything but get stoned and watch movies, I ended up not doing that anyway because I am just past the point of watching TV. Like, it doesn't interest me as much, you know. And ironically enough, obviously we're all aware that I've been saying, you know, once Married at First Sight's finished, then I'm finished. And yet last night, basically I was waiting for it, right? And it got to like 7:30. I hadn't even I went to switch it on, and then I was like, I'm so bloody exhausted from everything. I ended up going to bed, like actual lights out, in bed, sleeping. Everything was off and done by 7:35, I think it was. So I didn't even watch Married at First Sight last night. Pretty sure it's not on today because the live memorial for Shane Warne is on Channel 9 at 7 p.m. tonight, which I may watch, I think. But yes, I'm going to watch Catchup today. The final one is on Sunday. I am going to be watching it on my big TV. I absolutely will be giving the TV cord and the remote back to my neighbour after that, so Monday. But I'm keeping it until then. But yeah, like I said, I'm feeling really good. Everything's great. This is all sorted and taken care of. That appointment cost $323.93. That's what that however long appointment lasted cost. Thankfully, Medicare does kick in with a rebate, so it will end up costing me $86.95 out of pocket once the rebate comes in. Yeah, life is good. Gonna do that. Gonna go watch the whatever, work out my funds because rent's due in 2 days. And yeah, anyway, everything's good. Life is good. I'm happy. And I'm over the fucking moon proud of the fact that I can pull myself back together in such a short turnaround. Because I'm telling you all now, it's very new because I never used to be able to. But hard work and persistence pays off, guys. And if there's one thing that I will continue to work on until the day I die, it's me. And figuring out how to be the best version of me. Because watching Olivia on MAFS last night, or yesterday, catch up from the night before, with everything that she said to Jackson, it really did hit a nerve with me because I was that person. I was the person who was nasty and mean and vindictive, and I did not believe in an eye for an eye. I believed in 2 for 1, and I made it really clear to absolutely everybody in my life that if you fucked with me, I'd fuck you back, but twice as hard. And Mr. X was very aware of that. And honestly, it wasn't until I wrote the post that I did last night where I wrote, I attacked him every time I seen him after the truth came out, that I literally did what was the last thing I wanted to do, and I drove him back to her. And I can honestly say I have not had that realization that I can remember until yesterday. So that says a fucking lot. But, you know, I'm always going to be the one that openly admits that I've got issues. I personally think most people do. Not everyone's as open and able to talk about them as I am. But hopefully the fact that I am able to talk about them as openly and honest as I am and put them online the way that I do helps anyone out there, any of you watching me now. Just remember, it doesn't matter, even if you were a terrible fucking person in the past, if you are doing everything you can to make yourself a better person now, that's the right thing to do. That's the main thing. And if you are a fucking complete and utter dickhead and treat everyone like shit, please can reconsider, because the world doesn't need any more hate. I know what it's like to feel like you're not worthy or wanted or needed or valued in this world. Believe me, I know. I know what it's like to have very dark, evil thoughts. Believe me, I know. And yes, being happy and high vibrating and rising above your ego actually does take work. It is harder than sinking into the nothingness. Being depressed is far easier than being happy. That's true. I do believe that. But once you get to a point where you are happy and you're in a vibrational sense that is pretty, solid and set, it's good. Because, yesterday I felt shitty, but it was mentally shitty. Like, I was in my own head doing my head in, but in my core, I feel good. Like, I know I'm on path. I know I'm doing the best that I can. I truly do believe every single thing happens for the sake of my higher self. Because the tattoo on my arm is humongous, and you'd really hope I fucking believe it if it's there, right? It's not exactly something we can, cover up. So I did just see someone in the supermarket today who had, the eye lady, she had finger tattoos that were glow in the dark. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna look at that. But, yeah, I'm a big believer in doing what you can to help yourself. I also am a big believer that by doing what you can to help yourself, you can help others. And, yeah, I know my life is good and I'm where I'm meant to be and I'm on path. I'm not sure that I am meant to be a dog fosterer anymore, because last night when I got into bed with Boss and we just went to sleep, it was so peaceful. And this morning my house is clean, everything is done, everything looks good. Boss is sound asleep, he's more comfortable, he's more relaxed. I really enjoy it, I do. And I am going to consider it again, but I'm not going to rush into it this time. And I will absolutely be doing my homework this time when it comes to actual places to do it through. But I definitely want to put a garden into my backyard. Now that I don't have Fosters here, it'll be so much easier because my gardener can do it for me, he has said, but he needs to poison the yard first, which is easy to do when it's just Boss, because Boss can stay with me inside. So he was going to come last night and he called me and I was just like, I can't deal with people. So I asked him if he could come today. And since the vet appointment's not until tomorrow now, I will message him when I get off this to say today's good. Oh, I gotta go clean the freaking dog poo in the backyard, but that's part and parcel of having dogs, I guess. But yeah, that appointment I had today, that I've recorded and I am going to put up, it's made my day. I'm over the freaking moon. Very, very happy. And yeah, I think that's me for now. I've talked for 39 minutes and that's probably long enough.